You know, when people talk about the time and the work that I've done with World TeamTennis, I go back beyond the 10 years with the Kastles to the time as a player with almost 6 or 7 different teams. Starting with Billie Jean King in 1984, coming to Grand Rapids, Michigan to put on a clinic with the Jensen brothers, who were just junior players. I mean, that was the beginning. The 10 years with the Kastles really have been the centerpiece of my tennis career. Winning the French Open with my brother Luke is beyond, nothing can get better than winning with family. But then these last 10 years has been, you know, we built a foundation of family with players like Venus and Serena and Leander Paes and Martina Hingis and Sam Querrey and Nick Kyrgios, and the list goes on and on and on. And people, you know, say, you know, how did you and Mark Ein and all your players have so much success? And it really was everything I learned from playing as a Jensen with my brother, with my mom and dad and the coach. And we had a clan, a posse with Rachel and Rebecca, and it translated to great success with the Washington Kastles. You know, there's a trust there. When Venus calls me or Leander calls me from the Australian Open or from China or from Italy and says, hey coach, what's going on? That's what really means something to me. Mark Ein has been a mentor to me, a teacher. You know, he taught me things beyond the game of tennis that has served me really well in business, off the court, how to behave properly, how to grow up and wake up as a man in this game and off the court. Pretty deep, right?
It's pretty deep.
I'm gonna go deep. I think getting the longest winning streak in the history of professional sports and attempting 2 undefeated seasons. We had Venus Williams coming into Charleston to anchor our team, along with Leander and Arina Rodionova. And prior to that match, it was all about the preparation. The US Open had passed, and those 34 wins represented something different for everybody on the team. And prior to going onto the stadium to attempt to achieve that feat, I call my dad, who's watching. Dad, this is going to be live. You know, make sure you tune in. And he says, Murphy, is everything okay? And at the time, he was struggling with prostate cancer. And he didn't know how much time he had. But for 34 nights, those 34 wins represented something really magical and meaningful for everybody. And for me, speaking with my dad and telling him we're going live, trying to win this second undefeated season, he says, Murphy, are you okay? And I was stressed out of my mind. I was going nuts. And I said, you okay? And I said, I started leaking oil, and I said, Dad, wish you were here, you know? I really miss you. And he says, Murphy, everything's gonna be okay. And it was, you know, it was okay. And it wasn't gonna be okay if we won or lost. It's just gonna be okay. And, you know, when I say that streak and those wins represented something bigger than the game for each individual on that team. Bobby Reynolds, Arina Rodionova, everyone had a different story. So that moment meant the world to me, and you know, changed my life forever.